Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to Huge Science 667's Really Neat Car Facts Top 10 List Edition. Today, we're going to be talking about what is widely regarded as the greatest car manufacturer of all time, Skoda. Skoda was founded in 1895 by a rich Lithuanian boy called Rupert Magoopert. Rupert started his company in an effort to get back at his mean stepdad, Dirk von Dacia, who just so happened to own rival car manufacturer Dacia, and prove to him that it was, in fact, a phase. But that's enough of the history. Let's get into the top 10, shall we? I'd like to start off with some honorable mentions. The Skoda Bus, the Skoda Stratus, the Skoda Sia, the Skoda Pagoda, the Skoda Rito, and of course, Skoda Yoda. Number 10. Coming in at number 10 is the humble yet exhilarating Skoda Octagon. The Octagon is not only Skoda's best-selling model, but also one of the highest-selling cars of all time, fitting in nicely right underneath the Fiat 500 and right above the Volkswagen Brazil.
This is Brazil!
Though it just barely makes it on this list, the Skoda Octagon is undoubtedly one of the greatest cars ever made. Number 9. Coming in at number 9 is potentially Skoda's second best forgotten gem. That's right, it's the Skoda Count Tatula. This crazy looking thing is famous for being powered by the only known turbo diesel V12. This engine produces a whopping 7 horsepower, and this was in the mid-80s. Truly an incredible car. Number 8. Coming in at number 8 is a personal favorite of mine. Oh! It's the Skoda Favorito pickup. They sell 4.5 of these trucks every minute, and that's just in Lithuania. Similar sales are unheard of by any other manufacturer. Another one of the many reasons why Skoda is on top. Number 7. Coming in at number 7 is the Skoda Down? Some of you might be thinking to yourselves, hey, Huge Science 667, I recognize that little guy. And let me tell you what, you'd be absolutely right. Popular rival auto manufacturer Volkswagen actually blatantly copied Skoda's design and called it the UP with an exclamation mark. Fortunately, this fraud did not go unpunished, as the Volkswagen UP exclamation mark has really not sold in as impressive numbers as the Skoda Down. And rightfully so. Number 6. Speeding into the number 6 place is the Skoda Rapid. You might be thinking to yourself, goddamn, Huge Science 667, why is it called the Rapid? And let me tell ya, it's because it's so goddamn fast. It's so fast, it'll turn your face inside out. It's so fast, the human eye can't actually see it. It's so fast, it'll rub your flub. It's so fast, it'll make your cats dogs. It's so fast, it'll steal your shit and fuck your wife. If you decide to buy one, you'll fall into a deep depression which you cannot escape. You'll pawn all your belongings except your car, cut contacts with all loved ones, and head south to seek refuge from the darkness that is consuming you. 2 weeks later, you find yourself in Reno. Having gambled away all your money and lost everything that meant something to you, you decide it's time to end it. You find an empty parking lot, which will be your final resting place. You lock yourself in your car and play Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run on repeat while you await your imminent death. Eventually, with a lack of fresh air and the effects of a heat stroke taking its toll, you switch off the radio, knowing you won't be waiting much longer. Sure enough, not long after, you pass out, and your heart slowly grinds to a halt. You died peacefully in your Skoda Rapid. Skoda fun fact. Old Rupert Magoopert's cars were so good, he decided to name some of them after adjectives that described them. Like this one, the Skoda Superb. Wow! Wow! Number 5. You know the term Lithuanian muscle? Well, this is the car that started that. This is the Skoda Magnificent, and it is by far one of the most popular cars Skoda has ever made. People all over the world love it for its meaty V8 and its macho good looks. But be careful! If you happen to see one of these things at a car meet, you better run! Cause they'll run you the fuck over. Number 4. Here in number 4, we have the Skoda Excellent, which is one of the most popular tuner cars of all time. Known for its huge aftermarket and tuner appeal, the Skoda Excellent has earned its place in the high rankings of the greatest cars of all time. As of recent, Excellent prices have been skyrocketing because of all the fuckboys that want to ruin them. But if you can find a nice, unmolested, unmodified example of an Excellent, shit, that's a beauty, man. Skoda fun fact. Did you know that all vehicles manufactured by Skoda will run on pasteurized goat's milk? They even get better fuel economy. Try it! Number 3. And number 3 is the Skoda Fart. Now this is another one of those times you may be thinking to yourself, huge sign 667, I recognize that! And you're damn right, because this is actually from one of the most popular TV series of all goddamn time. I'll give you a hint. It's Batman. This car was used in the 1966 TV series Batman. This is a Batmobile. Look at it. It's awesome. What more evidence do you need that it's number 3 on this list, other than the fact that it's the friggin' Batmobile? Look at it. It's so cool. Batman. Number 2. In the runner-up spot is the amazing Skoda Fantastic. This car has taken the automotive world by storm, setting numerous records and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. The Skoda Fantastic makes its rivals, the Ford Probe and the Panther Solo, just look terrible. The Skoda Fantastic really is in a class of its own. Number 1. And in the top spot, we have the Skoda 130LR. The Skoda 130LR and its lesser variants proved to be some of the most popular people's cars in recent history. The 130LR in specific, though, was also quite something else. The 130LR proved a very successful rally car, winning many things and also being good at rallying. Hey, I'll share a little fact with you. Did you know that the LR in Skoda 130LR actually stands for Looking Good Rick? Now you might be asking me, a huge sign 667, why does it stand for Looking Good Rick? And I'll tell you. It's because while the car was being designed, an engineer walked behind the designer who just so happened to be called Rick, and he's like, hey, looking good, Rick. And Rick was like, thanks, engineer man. And then it's the name. And with that, this top 10 list is over. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you learned something. Lots of valuable information packed into this video. Please do yourself a favor. Share this video with your friends and family so they too can be educated on the great automotive marque, Skoda.